Nigerian political chessboard has just changed again. And this move is not small, it's not random, because it can change the outcome of the 2027 general election. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso has just defected to the ADC. And if you know that name, you should know that this is big. This is not just another defection. This is the signal. This is a statement. This is a message. And APC have heard it clearly. So in this video, we'll be looking at why this move matters to 2027 general election. Why move to the ADC? And we'll also be looking at, should APC worry about this move at all? And we'll also be looking at why is Kwankwaso very much important in the 2027 political chessboard. Just stick around. This is Sabastine Charles. To understand why this is important, we need to go back to history. Kwankwaso is not just another politician. He is a former governor of Kano State. He was a minister and a senator. And most importantly, he is the leader of the Kwankwasiya movement in Kano and nationwide entirely. This is a movement with loyalty and street level influence nationwide. In 2023 general election, even outside the two dominant parties, he made a clear statement. He proved a point that he can pull millions of votes independently. Now imagine that kind of structure plugged into the national structure of the ADC. The Kwankwasiya structure with its loyalty in the northern Nigeria and Kano entirely, now plugged into the ADC. You can see why that should rattle the APC. But wait, why did he choose to return to the ADC? Why not APC? Why not PDP? The answer is simple. The PDP is so crowded with internal crisis, structural issue, having so much problem here and there. And the APC, on the other hand, is full of godfatherism, captured by a set of few individuals that feel they own the political party, and whatever they feel goes on in the party. So ADC seems to offer something a little bit different from PDP and APC. I guess that should be one of the best decisions he made to join the ADC, because in the party there are other credible and influential people already in the party. People like Peter Obi, Amechi, Atiku, they are already in the party. So joining forces with them and having like-mindedness make a whole lot of difference. Now here's the twist most people are missing. This is bigger than Kwankwaso. This could be the beginning of a third force consolidation in Nigeria. Think about this. Discontent is rising. Young voters are restless. Trust in the traditional political parties is weakening. If ADC becomes the gathering of a displaced heavyweight politicians, then 2027 stop being a two-horse race. But let's not get carried away. Can this actually translate into victory? Let's break it down. Kwankwaso's strength is heavily regional, basically in the north. But can we get a nationwide spread? That is where other heavyweight politicians comes in. We have strong, powerful politicians that are spread across the region. So if Kwankwaso is pulling the vote in the north, We have powerful people that can pull the vote in the middle belt. We have powerful people that can pull the vote in the south, east, and all roundabout. APC understand this very clearly. For ADC to become a real threat to APC in 2027, these three things must happen. 1. It must attract the southern heavyweight politician. It must unify smaller opposition blocs. 3. It must avoid internal fragmentation that has been the very key that has destabilized the PDP. Even if two of these is missing, the probability of ADC becoming a main opposition is a joke. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth you might not like. Politics in Nigeria is not about popularity. It is about structure. It is about money. It is about alliance. And most importantly, timing. Right now, ADC seems to have a form of potential energy around them. But does that translate into winning election? Well, not certainly. How they go about executing this potential energy and bringing the politicians from all the nook and crannies and managing their differences is what will determine what becomes of ADC before, during, and after 2027. So, what are the chances ADC are having in this coming election? Let's look at it together. ADC are not just Kwankwaso movement. They are stretched across the nation. If ADC successfully merge and bring all other strong, powerful political blocs across the country, then we're looking at a serious contender that is going to stand against APC. Now, should APC be worried about the emergence of ADC? APC, as we all know it, has been thriving on fragmented opposition. It has capitalized on the differences of the opposition, and that is what it has thrived upon over the years. So having a united opposition will give APC a cause to worry, because APC have never stand a united opposition since it came into power. What they always do is try to divide the opposition. So having a united opposition make it a different deal for them entirely. A united opposition means APC are already at disadvantage. And you see, Kwankwaso is bringing something APC understand very, very well. Kwankwaso is bringing grassroots loyalty. This is not, he's not bringing online noise, and is not bringing social media hype. He's bringing real votes. And you know, the North is loyal to Kwankwaso, and APC understand this clearly. This is a real threat to APC. And here is a real danger for the APC. The northern vote is going to be split. Because of the influence of Kwankwaso, the northern vote will be splitted. And votes in Nigeria is not won by dominance, it's won by margin. You discover that a little margin will just give the lead in the whole of the election. So if the APC are not able to secure a bulk of vote from the north, it has already weakened their stronghold already. So it gives APC a cause to worry. But wait, here's where it gets even more deeper and interesting. Kwankwaso is not just decamping to the ADC alone. He's going with a set of influential Kano and northern politicians with him. And he's also positioning himself as the kingmaker, or probably the king himself, depending on how the alliance unfold. Now imagine this scenario. ADC forms a coalition. A strong southern candidate emerge. Kwankwaso controls the northern mobilization. That is not just campaign, that is a strategy. But here is the catch. Nigeria politics is unpredictable. Interests break overnight, ego collide, and the whole thing that I've taken a whole month's plan scattered overnight, and the whole thing collapses. Can ADC stand the pressure that is coming, or will it collapse under the force that is coming in few days? So what are we expecting in the coming days? Are we expecting more defections, more negotiation, more silent meeting behind the closed door, and most importantly, slow but steady repositioning ahead of 2027 general election? So it might also interest you to know that this is not the final move. This is the opening of the gambit. And if you are paying attention, you realize something. The real battle for 2027 has already begun. Because in Nigerian politics, power doesn't shift loudly. It moves quietly until suddenly everything changes. And this Kwankwaso movement to the ADC might just be one of such powerful, silent, strategic movements. Let's wait and see what unfolds in the coming days. This is Sabastine Charles. Kindly subscribe to my channel.